And then I got with my sister in 2013. I got with my sister 80 the General, God rest her soul.
Yeah.
She was an intricate part of my rap career and getting me to the next level with that, because she loved my music from the beginning, and she was a big fan of my music, and and I helped her build. She had already had the showcase game down pat, but she wanted to expand, and because she watched me, and because I was doing radio, and because I was mixing, she made me a part of her team. So I was engineering, and that's how I got to build a relationship with Mr. Cheeks and Rampage and all of these different people that I met through that circuit. And then, I told her, I was like, well, I rap too, you know what I mean? And so I started letting her hear records, and she started letting me, letting me play my music on her radio station. So, that's where I was starting to get the rotation. And then, I was like, man, I want to expand and get people to see me out there. So she had at the time, it was a 50, I would say like a 14 city tour. At her prime, it moved up to about 26 cities. So, we was going everywhere,
Yes.
And that's when I built the relationship with Corey Guns and Freeway and Tony Yayo and all of these different people, because of AD. She really believed in me. She made me one of her all-stars. She used to interview me all the time. She was, doing great, me and her was doing great things. So I was, just interviewing all these different people and being able to get these chances to meet and work. So I've gotten, in all of these stages of music, I've worked with got to work with all of these different people, Uncle Murder and all these different people, professionally, just by taking a chance and just by going out there and learning, and all the way up until now. Now I took a little, I never take time off of music, but I kind of, I'm working on my album right now, my latest project. It's called HipHop Evangelist. I'm working on that right now. I've been working on that project for 2 years, because there was a lot of things going on. I take care of my grandmother and all kinds of different things like that. So I kind of took
on that one. I really want to hear that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely gonna keep you in a loop. It's a beautiful project. I wasn't sure. I kind of stopped because I wasn't really inspired by music. And it's been a long, I never really felt like that before. I was listening and I kind of didn't know. And that's why I thank Kanye right now, because Kanye gave me inspiration to do what I do. Because it seemed like not that I have anything against trap music. I love trap music and I love the down south sound, but I felt like even in my own city where we were the mecca of creating sound and doing stuff, I felt like there was a lot of conformity with what was going on. We didn't have our own identity anymore. So I kind of was uninspired for a little while as far as music was concerned. I was always making music and making tracks, but I was like, I don't even know what I want to do. So what I did is 2 years ago, I put out an album on Focus, and that was like my first project that I officially put down as a company, with Novocaine. I went all the way with the copyrights and everything, and did everything because I wanted to, really put a body of work out, like that. Cause before I was doing projects and I would just, give them away for free, but I was like, damn, I want to start making some money off my projects, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I got tired of, I said, at this time, I know I'm confident enough that people love my music. I mean, I never have gotten somebody to say, yo, your music is whack. Every person, and even all ages, so I was like, I didn't think that, maybe my music would be for the young cats, but the young cats listen to my music, they give me respect, they love it, they say, nah, you don't sound like old, you sound like you're in our, but you don't spit the same, you sound fresh. but you don't spit the same way. You still keep that, kicking that knowledge, but you do it in a way that's, where people can dance to the music and stuff like that. And that's always been my little thing.
Within listening to your music, and I've got a lot of it, I haven't yet updated my library entirely because you have a long discography. But I wanted to say that's the one thing that jumped out at me. In the beginning of our conversation, you were talking about working on the clarity and the production, and all of this is very evident in your music. It's clear, and the mix, because as an artist myself, I listen for how things are mixed as well, and everything is so on point. It just did my heart so much good to hear your work.
Wow, that's amazing right there, and that's beautiful, because that's what I do it for. I don't do it for money. I've been blessed to be able to make great finances off of music, but I don't do it for that. Like, I really do it because when I listen, like, that's why with recording with me, it's very organic. Like, I don't just make songs to make songs. Like, I'm that artist that if I'm not feeling it, or if it's not giving me that that feeling has carried me for 26 years in the music industry. The same feeling, like, I don't force anything. If I don't like it, and there's plenty of stuff that I've made that never makes the, you know what I'm saying? It's right there, like, nobody will never hear it. But when I get that feeling in my heart, like, this is the one, because it's a feeling that I've gotten about everybody's record, not just mine. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's records, you know what I'm saying? Like, even like when I listen to like a Drake or, something like that, I get the same feeling. Like, I'll tell my wife, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when Nice for What came out by Drake, I said, yo, this record right here, this is going to be a hit record, and what happened? It went right to #1. So I have this feeling, like, where I can tell what's a hit and what's going to be a hit and what's going to make it happen, you know what I mean? So
the messages are very on point, and the variance that you put into it between the danceability and the smoothness just really diversify. It's incredible, and I just want to give you a million accolades for all that.
Nah, I appreciate that. Nah, I love it, and I love to hear it, because that's what I do it for, Like, it's good to hear from people that's around you, you know what I'm saying? And thankfully that, I have people like you who are confirmations, and it's very humbling, because those are the things that I focus on. Like, I really, like, I'm the one take king, you know what I'm saying? I can get up there and do one take, but I'm telling you, like, even my wife will watch me when I'm recording. If I don't like it, if I don't like the cadence, I listen to the cadence, the sound, how I'm becoming an instrument of the music, how I sound, how it's coming across to you, how it's gonna be when I perform it, you know what I mean? So all of these things, like, I bring all those elements of life, because when I'm promoting myself, this is who I'm promoting my whole life, and that music is a central part of it. So it has to sound a certain way. Like, when I hear it and I listen to it, and people like, nah, I don't listen to my own music. I do, because I like to hear, I love it. Even when I listen to music, like, I was telling you, like, projects that I was making on a little, you can't tell that I made it on those, because the way that I was mixing. So, over the years, I took mixing very serious, and, I understand the dynamics of mixing. I understand compression and what compression does to voice. And I teach this too. I teach this to rappers and people that come to my studio. I teach them this because I need you to understand what of mechanics make the reason why your voice sounds the way it is to people. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very key on, my voice and how I sound and how to be. I don't rap over every one of my beats. I got hot beats sitting there. I rap over what I feel is going to deliver the message to what I'm conveying. You know what I mean? So the fact that you can hear that and you can appreciate that, that's just confirmation for me that I'm going in the right direction. So, I appreciate any words that, come from anybody who really took the time out to listen, because that's what I'm doing it for. I don't do it for money. It does come, and the game has been very generous to me, but I don't do it for that, and I'll never do it for that. That's Novacaine's, we got a trademark slogan. Our trademark slogan is the definition of quality, and I stand by that. That it's always going to be quality over quantity. I don't care if it takes me 2 years. My fans have patiently waited, and they're anticipating. I'm like, yo, what you sorry about? I know when it come out, I'm buying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got, and I don't have a lot of videos and stuff like that because I'm focused on the music. But my director, she been getting on me. She like, yo, the people need to see who you are, and they need to hear. Yeah, cause she's like, every time you make a video, the video is so fire, like, you need to make more. And I'm like, yo, I just love the music. I can't produce, you understand what I'm saying? Like, music-wise, music is easy for me to churn out, but like, when it comes to the visuals, like, the way you see it, it can't just be a video to the music. Like, I have these big movie ideas, but my budget, I got like a Star Wars mindset with a Soul Plane budget. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm just being honest, you know, because I do everything myself. You know, I take care of 5 kids. You know what I'm saying? So my money go to my household first, like, you know what I mean? But like, I take every bit that I can and I invest into the company and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm learning how to, you know, just kind of open my mouth, and because people now are reaching out. I'm like, yo, Chuck, you know, you need a video, you know, I got you and stuff like that. So I'm reaching out to people more because people really want to get involved in it. And I'm glad that after 26 years, you know, I could still have the pulse. I mean, that right there alone is the blessing. You know what I mean? The fact that after 26 years, because a lot of my peers, famous or not, are not here doing it on the level, even though we're independent. I don't have to sell 1 million records. My experiences, I'm not saying that I won't, but my experiences are platinum. The jewels that I've gotten, the places that rap has taken me just by people enjoying my music. This interview right here, I love talking, because talking to people is very humbling, because you don't have to take your time out to interview me. You know what I'm saying? When I seen the long list of people that I respected on your list, I'm like, damn, I got to interview her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she interviewed with a lot of respected people, independent and not. So I'm like, yo, this is, you know, and that's what I've been doing as of late, like, really just, and that's why I've been posting a little bit more, because it's starting to bring out people that I can connect with. You know what I'm saying? So when you like a post, I'm going to your, because I get all kinds of people that add me. I don't know what they're adding me for or why. I just add
right.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, because I don't know who it is. I don't know who's watching. I don't know. It could be anybody. I don't know.
True. So true.
After a while, I just start connecting with people. I mean, I get I add them because I can't talk to you on Messenger no other way. You know what I'm saying? So your Messenger go right to spam if I don't add you. So I'll just add people. I don't care. I got a whole nother page, you know, for family and friends. You know what I'm saying? So I just add people, and I just put my wisdom and stuff like that on my knowledge and stuff. And it's just crazy because I don't look for the likes and stuff like that. So it's crazy when people be loving with my posts. They like, yo, you know, even people at work, they like, yo, I love what you post. I love your music. Like, everything about you is just like dope. And that's humbling to hear, you know, and I'm glad that it translates into my music, and I'm glad that, you know, because that's what I live for. I live to love and enjoy and, you know, give people art that they could feel. I don't, if people can't feel it, I don't want to say it. You know what I'm saying? If people don't feel it, I don't want to live it. Because my talent, I've been given a gift. My gift is just that, you know, I'm a lover of people, and I'm a healer, and I'm a comforter, and I'm a person who really cares about everybody feeling good, even if it's a gesture, if it's a smile, if it's a handshake, if it's, you know, a pep talk, if it's a prayer that somebody needs and they need me to pray for them. I really pray. I don't play around with that. You know what I'm saying? I'll go to the pulpit and pray because you don't know what that could do for somebody. So I'm just that type of person. Like, I'm a big humanitarian. Like, I really care about the human race. I don't get too involved in the politics because I don't feel like politics is for the people, and I don't get into that. I'm all for the people. Like, I'm an individual. That's why I told you, I was like, yeah, keep in touch. Let's keep that relationship going, because that's all I know on how to build friendships is building that rapport, building that trust, knowing what you're into and stuff like that. I've learned so much just doing that. That's my secret to success. It's just being humble, being in the know, being able to always be in the conversation, because you're not oblivious to other people and their needs and concerns and stuff like that. And that's what I've been doing as an elder statesman. You're very welcome. That's what I do as an elder statesman in the game, is now I'm about smartening people up and showing people really, like, you don't need nobody to do this. You know what I'm saying? If you're a good person and your music resonates with people, you're going to get to your destination. It's going to be there for you. And I've been able to live on that, like, trust the process. You know what I'm saying? Same thing at AG tell me. He's taught me a lot with, this was like my first A&R job, like, officially, you know what I'm saying, where I got actually credited to be an A&R, and it's been an incredible experience. He's always apologizing to me because it took 3 years for this album to come out, and I said, bro, do you know how much I've learned within this 3 years? You know what I'm saying? Like, you taught me as a legend that I don't have to rush my music. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You taught me about letting the universe talk to you. So even with this project, I prayed on it. I told myself it was okay that I took a break, because I was out there living, for 2 years, and just kind of, so when I got the inspiration back, the music is sounding incredible. And it's like, I continue right with, because when I listen to the stuff that I did a couple of years ago, it fits right with the music that I'm doing now. So it's like, okay, you took this break for a reason. You needed it. So, like, HipHop Evangelist was getting into the current. It's not like I know, like, when people think evangelist, they think like religion. And an evangelist is basically a person who's spreading the word of God just anywhere. They're not specifically doing it in the church, or they may be doing it in the church. So being a hip-hop evangelist, I'm spreading the word of hip-hop to the people. You know what I'm saying? That's what hip-hop evangelist is. It's like, it's all about the people, you know what I'm saying? And talking about things that people care about on a daily basis, you know what I'm saying? I got a song on the album called Relationship Woes, and it's basically speaking of being on both sides of the pendulum as a man and as a woman, like what we do as men that affect women and vice versa. And at the end of the song, it's like, it comes together as one, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the song, like the examples in the song is talking about, like the different things that can happen. Like, it sounds bad because it's woes, but at the end of the record, it's about you coming together as one and just figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, action is better than reaction. That's what I said in the song. Like, action is better than reaction. Coming together and doing it together is the true satisfaction. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta go through relationship woes. You have to go through heartbreaks. Sometimes you gotta get somebody that cheated on you or something like that, or you might have been the cheater. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody could be redeemed as long as they can own up to what they bring to the table. You understand what I'm saying? I've been on both sides of the fence. I'm very honest and open about my life, because now I live my life to be an example. Like, I know what it means and what it takes to be a role model. It starts with the home, you know what I'm saying? So these are the things that I'm, as an elder in the game, like, I'm not trying to be turned up in the club. Even though I got turned up music all day, I could, this is not a braggadocious project. Like, I could spit them bars. This is really about, as a 40-year-old rapper, giving people food for the thought, food for the heart. Even though I've always done that in my music, but it's really focused on that. Like, if I have to do a record for the radio, I don't want to do it, because I'm not focused on, like, I learn how to tap into my fan base. I'm not focused on getting on the radio. If the song sticks, great. It's going to stick to the people, and it's going to get around. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I care about. This album and every project that I do afterwards it's not about, because I've done that. Like, I've done formatted records and stuff like that. I'm not doing that no more. And that's what I'm proud of Kanye, because Kanye is in that space too. And a lot of people don't understand him. That's why, you know, they don't understand that he's a free spirit and a free thinker, because they never been in his predicament before. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of the things that Kanye do as an artist, I understand, because every day we have to compromise something to get that limelight, and then after a while you get tired of that. You know what I'm saying? If you really stand for something, you get tired of it. So what people are seeing is Kanye rebelling, and it's different for them, because he's not, you know, he's not being you know, he's not doing it for the industry no more. He's doing what he's like to do. And this is what people, you know, and I told people this back in '98. This is what the game is going. That's why I embrace what Kanye is doing by the 7-song movement and, you know, keeping things short and sweet and to the point, because that's what we need to do with albums. I started doing that years ago, like making 10 album records and stuff like that, because I feel like you could pick those best to tell your story. You don't have to have 15, you know, filler songs on an album. To make the music great, pick the 7 to 10 greatest records out of it, make it cohesive and weave it together, and the project is going to be just as meaty as if I gave you a whole bunch of songs that you could just listen to. You understand what I'm saying? No, if we're going to get out of just making singles, then we have to make projects like, you know, little movies. That's what it is now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it'll go back to the 18, 20 album stage. Nobody want to hear that no more. You know what I'm saying? Let's make a project that's cohesive, straight to the point, and do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this album is only going to be 10 songs. You know what I'm saying? And some songs I do, that's why people love listening to it. I've heard people like listening to the album too, because they like, yo, one song could be 5 minutes, but the next song might be 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, because I don't want you to get, you know, oh yeah, this is a format. You know what I'm saying? No, it's a woven project that I've taken my time and energy to put together. So that's what you get from Chuck Platinum. You know, you get quality. You get somebody that really cares about sonics and really cares about how you hear it and what you know, emotions are drawn out of it. That's why I don't mind making love songs like I did on a love tape, and women love that song because I made it for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I made that song, and I talked about candid things that women care about. That's what I do. That's my gift. I know how to talk about people, and I know how to, because that's what I do every day. You know, converse with people, and I love to talk to people because nobody's the same. So your way of thinking, you know, I'm interested in that. So if we happen to cross paths, then that's what, you know, I want to be. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of person I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that just gravitates to the world just because I'm being me, just because I genuinely care about you. And that's how I sell product. You know what I mean? Because I genuinely care about people. So, you know, I got fans that's been following me the whole 26 years. You know what I'm saying? I got people that just discovered the music yesterday. The person who just discovered the music yesterday is just as important as a person who discovered it 26 years ago, because, you know, you're going to be that 26 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, by you loving it, it'll help other people love it. I can't do it by myself. So these interviews that I do with you, you know what I'm saying, and everybody else who take the time out to, you know, listen to me go on about this history, you know, it's love, because, you know, it's getting an audience that I don't know, and somebody, that's why my page is open to people to add me and stuff like that, because I don't know what they heard or what, I don't discriminate, unless it's one of them, you know, fake page. I could tell a fake page from a real one, but, you know, for people like yourself, I always big up the interviewer. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, it's not really about, you know, that's why I loved doing media when I did it, you know, because it wasn't really about me. It was about really exposing people that really needed that light, or who was already in that light, and, you know, maybe I can introduce them to, you know, other people because I like them. You know what I'm saying? I've always been lifestyle oriented. So, you know, that's pretty much my story in a nutshell. You know, I'm a father, husband, you know what I'm saying? You know, I do regular things. You know, I love my cars, love my music. And, you know, I'm just blessed that I had a 26-year career that's still going, that's going to have another 26 years because we still, our fan base still treat us like babies. So, you know, we going Uptown Nation, Novocaine, we always going to be here. You know what I'm saying? I'll be doing this till I'm 80, you know. I don't think I'm going to ever be too old for hip-hop, you know, rapping and all that, you know. So, yeah, that's me. So, you know, if you got anything, you know, anything that you want to do. Yeah, I've been blessed to get different awards. It started from the 4th grade. You know, we got a national honors from, you know, from the fire department in the city of New York. That was like my first award for hip hop. You know, shout out to my brothers that went. We went to PS 85. We had a little group, and we used to write raps, and we wrote a rap about fire. We got awards for for making raps about AIDS, you know what I'm saying, the AIDS awareness. This was back in the 80s. You know, so it started then. Later on, you know, I've gotten several awards, but like notable ones, you know, I got Elegant Hoodness Awards. I've received the Underground Music Award for the essence of hip hop, was the highest award that you could get at the Underground Music Awards at the time. So I got that. You know, I've gotten so I mean it's so many of them, you know what I'm saying, like for different things. And it's just a blessing to receive awards. You know, I've won most requested song on Elegant Hoodness for Love the Hustle. I got the Academia Award in 2016 for the best East Coast hip hop song for Love the Hustle. You know, so it's been several. Like I've gotten, you know, countless awards for, you know, also even for acting, you know what I'm saying? Like the Cold World web series, which, you know, that's another facet that I'm entering in now, which is a new lane for me. I'm on the Cold World web series season 2, playing myself, which is a character called Chucky. You know, basically a musician that get caught, you know, with a girl that really don't care about him too much, you know what I'm saying? So she, you know, she basically a gold digger, and then, you know, I meet the love of what's to be the love of my life, or maybe you gotta see in season 3. But, you know, yeah, I'm dabbling into the acting and stuff like that, and, you know, just doing new things, and, you know, just keeping myself seen and relevant, you know, as much as possible, man, and starting to open up, you know, my personality to the world and putting it out there. So yeah, those awards have been great. You know, it's very humbling, and, you know, I appreciate being recognized for my talent.
Can you tell them a little bit about the services you are now providing and how people can get in touch with you if they want to use those services? Oh
yeah, absolutely. We do pretty much everything in the music business. We're a one-stop shop. Basically, I have a firm, an artist development firm called Novocaine Enterprises, and Novocaine Enterprises consists of Novocaine Multimedia, which basically what we do is we outsource different businesses that can help you on a budget get to where you need to be. So if you need video services, if you need you know, if you're thinking about being a model, or you know, you need a DJ, or, you know, anything, we can pretty much outsource anything in the music industry that's needed, any kind of services, because I always believe that we can't build a mastermind by yourself, you know, and other people deserve to eat and get the piece of the pie. So we have an outsourcing service. But what we also do in-house is we have beats. You can email me right on the website on our services tab. If you go to www.novocaine, which is spelled NOVAKHAIN.com, you'll be able to get to our services. You can email us directly if you need mixing services, if you need mastering. I do professional mastering. I also mix records. I can mix any kind of record, you know. I don't care if it's country, I don't care if it's whatever genre, I can do it, you know what I'm saying? We can definitely do it. If you're interested in getting some production, if you're interested in collaborating, If you're interested in booking any of my artists, everything is right there in Central, right on that Novocaine. That's www.novocaine.com. And you go there, you'll see, I have a page dedicated to myself and what I've done, and you can hear all the songs and everything that I've mixed and produced. So if it's something that you're interested in doing, you could, contact me directly, contact me right on the site. And, especially with my information, it'll go right to my email, and I'll definitely get back to you. And, whatever service you need, anything that you need as far as developing and, artist development, and we work with all levels and all budgets, you know what I'm saying? There's a budget for everybody, so we deal with high profile clients. Like I told you, we dealing with AG right now, digging in the crates. I A&R his project, so that's like the biggest project that we have at this moment. I've done some things with and for Corey Guns. So, we're getting some celebrities out there. Shout out to my brother Michael Bivens. I'm planning on working with him in the near future. Shout out to Sporty Rich. You know what I'm saying? Michael Bivens is actually a very good friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him and his family. He actually just had a baby, so congrats to him. And, just reach me on the website, you know what I'm saying? Or, you can email me directly at chuckplatinum@gmail. Like, if you want to get with me, if you want to just, talk business, or, you got a business that you think I might be interested in, and, maybe you at the starting, part of the business, and it's something that makes sense, we could talk about it and put it together. I'm always open for new opportunities. So you can reach me either on novocaine.com, or, I don't usually get my email out, but platforms like this is important. So, you can just hit me at chuckplatinum@gmail. You know what I'm saying? And you can get in touch with me directly. And that's the best way to get in contact with me, because I check my email every day and go right to my phone. So, y'all ain't got to worry about that, and then we'll build a rapport from there, and we could, build from there.
I just want to say thank you so much for being with us, for sharing your story. It's such an important story, and we appreciate you so much.
Oh, thank you so much. And, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate, giving me the platform to tell my story once again. And, I hope it reaches somebody, and, it reaches people and inspire them, and they can hear my story and just know that, whatever you put your mind to, man, I'm just a kid from 452 East 187th Street in the Bronx, New York, that just had a dream. So, you can dream, and I'm telling you, whatever you do, just keep doing it, and don't let nobody stop you.